Chandu the Magician. The Wizard of Kalahari.
Prince Alexei, will you help us hunt him down?
Hunt for the wizard. The boys out there will tell you no white man can see him.
Wherever he is, I'll find him.
I'll be ready at daybreak, Chandu.
By Jove, I'll go along too.
Good, Commissioner. How about you, Miss Polly?
Aye?
What about you?
Excuse me, I didn't hear what you were saying. I've been looking out at that poor beggar with his head nearly off. Did you see what's on his back?
What?
The bones. Those crossed bones. The mark of the wizard.
In 60 seconds, the American Broadcasting Company will bring you the first act of Chandu the Magician. Do you believe that wishing makes things come true? Well, if you believe that things happen because you plan and work for them, then here's something you want to remember. The most important step any of us make towards planning our future is what we do today. And toward these plans, you can put your money away now in the safest investment in the world, United States savings bonds. Any way you look at it, you're the one who benefits when you buy bonds. For every $3 you invest today in E-bonds, you'll receive $4 when the bonds mature. Security for the bonds is our government itself. Automatic saving is sure saving. Buy United States savings bonds regularly where you work, or if you're not on a payroll, where you bank. You'll help stabilize prices today and ensure your own future plans by the best and safest investment in the world, United States savings bonds. And now, tonight's story of magic and mystery. From Bechuanaland to the Sudan, the drums spoke out of the heart of Africa, and the refrain they sang was the coming of the wizard of Kalahari.
There they are, you hear? The drums speak. He's coming. The wizard of Kalahari.
Our story starts in Nairobi, chief city of East Africa. Across the desk of the British High Commissioner, a distraught farmer and his wife face him.
I'm Bunter, sir. William Bunter. This is Mrs. Bunter.
As they tell me you're from Naivasha.
We have one of the new plantations, sir.
And we're chucking it, Commissioner. We're chucking it, do you hear?
But why?
Because I can't stand it any longer. I'm half crazy with fear. It's like a nightmare.
It's that wizard, sir, that black wizard. He's frightened all the natives. They've all run off. And now he's trying to frighten us.
Oh, you're intelligent people, aren't you?
How would you like to wake up and see an eyeless skull grinning at you from the foot of your bed?
Or a snake coiled around the steering wheel of your motor.
Or toads in the water pail.
Or those crossed bones. The mark of the wizard. Everywhere you turn. Steady on, old girl. It was only a window shade.
Look, the bones of the wizard. Drawn in the dust on the commissioner's own window pane.
Correct. Who is this wizard, Commissioner? The houseboys have come to me and their eyes pop out and they go green with fright when they mention his name.
Yes, I know. We've had reports from this wizard everywhere. I promise you we're taking action. I've got a chap coming in on the Basel train today. Magician himself, Chandu. He'll take care of this wizard for us.
Gabo.
Yes, Nimsab.
There he is. In the green turban, getting out of the second coach. Do not miss.
I never miss, Nimsab.
Go. The truck is around the corner waiting for you.
Yes, I go.
So that is the great Chandu. He is near him. Gabo is near him. He got him. He got him.
He ran around that way.
I don't know. Someone said he was shot.
Look, on his back. The mark of the wizard. Sarvey, what happened? Wilson rang me up from the station. He said there'd been an accident.
They shot him, Commissioner.
What?
They shot him as he stepped from the train. I was trying to get through the crowd to him.
Ah, is he dead?
I'm afraid so, sir.
Well, who did it?
It was some native.
Didn't you catch him?
Well, half a dozen people saw him, but everyone was too startled to move. He ran off. Someone said he got in a truck. But there was more than one, sir.
How do you know?
When Chandu fell, someone had chalked those infernal crossbones on the back of his coat.
Mark of the wizard.
Yes, sir. You can imagine what seeing that did to the natives who were on the scene.
Yes, of course. But who knew he was coming? I phoned London myself. You knew, and Polly, that member of Parliament, has been riding herd on us. The only other person I told was the mayor. I didn't even tell my wife.
Perhaps one of the houseboys.
I never
sir.
mentioned Chandu's name before the houseboys. Hello, what's that?
Sounds like someone at the screen, at the window.
No one could get around there, not past the guards.
There is someone.
It couldn't be.
I say, there's someone down there below the window. Looks like a native.
I'll call the sergeant of the guard.
Don't bother, Forbes, old man. Just open the screen and let me in.
It's 'cause I know that voice. Well, get up on your feet there. Let's have a look at you. Open the screen, Sarby.
Yes, sir.
All right, look out. Let him in. I'll get that blasted sheet off you so I can see who you are.
How are you, Commissioner Forbes?
Chandu.
Chandu?
It's Chandu the Magician, Sarby. But Chandler, old man, I thought you were...
The man they shot was the thrice holy and esteemed Mr. Ibrahim Warula of the Yemen, a coffee merchant.
But, sir...
Like myself, Mr. Warula has made the pilgrimage to Mecca and's entitled to wear the green turban. But fortunately, I changed garments on the train. My nephew Bob, who's with me, happened to hear someone in Mombasa telephoning an extremely accurate description of me to someone else here in Nairobi.
Good heavens.
Now, Commissioner, just what is this all about? All London said was that you needed the services of a first-class magician.
Chandler, did you see the chap they shot, the mark on his back?
I heard the natives. The mark of the wizard, they called it. The wizard of Kalahari.
Fight fire with fire was my idea, Chandler. If these natives are impressed by the mumbo-jumbo of some jungle wizard, why not show them some real magic, eh? So I thought of you.
Well, thanks, old man.
But it's not just this wizard. After what happened at the station, I'm more convinced than ever that there's a conspiracy to stir up the natives.
You think so?
Yes. This wizard business is simply the latest dodge. You know, we're trying big things here in East Africa, Chandler. We're establishing plantations, surveying dam sites on both branches of the Nile, planning a defense line here. This middle of Africa will be our defense line if another European war comes.
I know, Commissioner.
But everything fails. Natives can't be kept at work, and now there's this wizard to frighten them. But it's more than native unrest. There are people back of it if we could only lay hands on them. They want the natives stirred up. They want us to fail. Excuse me. Yes? Oh, tell him to come in.
Who is it, sir?
Chap from London. The government sent him out, Chandler, to see why we were putting on such a miserable show. Halbert Polly, MP. Oh, come in, Polly.
Hello, Commissioner. What's this I've been hearing? Everybody's saying this fella you sent for to quiet the natives and give this wizard what for has been murdered. Sounds to me like more incompetence, Commissioner. Type of thing I was sent down here to correct. Now, what am I going to say to London?
You can give them my kindest regards, Mr. Polly.
Eh? Well, who's this, Commissioner? Who's this ugly beggar?
Mr. Polly, I want you to meet Chandu the Magician.
Chandu? But I thought Chandu was...
Yes, I know, Mr. Polly. You thought I was murdered.
What I want to know is what you mean to do about this wizard.
Where is he?
Ah, there you put your finger on a sore spot, Chandler. No one knows precisely. The natives say he's somewhere in the jungle south of Victoria, Nyanza.
Only fellow the Commissioner sent out to find him, he didn't come back.
No?
And don't you know the natives say the wizard's invisible to white men? That he can only be seen by blacks?
How interesting. Let's find out.
What's that?
Just a ball of crystal, Mr. Polly.
You mean you're going to find the blooming wizard in that bit of glass?
Be quiet. Look into the crystal. Look. You can see him now.
I say.
By Jove.
He's wearing a helmet of lamb's wool dyed blue. His nose is pierced with a sliver of bone from a lion's rib. He's tracing a pattern in the dust with one bony finger. What is it, Chandu? But he can't see it. The wizard of Kalahari is blind. And what's more, he's...
Oh, excuse me. Yes? Who? Oh, one moment. Here, Chandler, it's for you.
No, thanks, Commissioner. Hello. Oh, yes, Bob. What? Where? Fine, Bob. Stay right there. We'll be out as quickly as possible. That was my nephew, Bob. He followed that truck from the railroad station.
What truck?
The one the native escaped in. The chap who thought he was shooting me. Yes. Do any of you know a gentleman named Prince Alexei Romanov?
Well, of course, Chandu. He's a big game hunter. Takes hunting parties out. He's been here in Kenya 20 years. I know him well. Why?
The truck belonged to him. It's in his compound now. The Wizard of Kalahari may be only a will-o'-the-wisp, but that murder this morning was real. Let's go.
Where's your master? Where's Prince Alexei?
I call him, Buana.
Uncle Frank,
Yes, Bob.
there's the truck. Parked over there. I got the license number.
You don't see that native about, do you?
No, Uncle Frank.
Oh, here comes Prince Alexei.
Commissioner Forbes. How are you? Hello, Sowerby.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Prince Alexei. I want you to meet Mr. Frank Chandler, otherwise known as Chandu the Magician.
How do you do?
And this is Mr. Polly, a member of Parliament back home.
How are you?
And this is Mr. Chandler's nephew, Bob Regent.
What can I do for you, Commissioner?
Prince Alexei, there was a man murdered at Nairobi Railroad Station this morning.
Someone murdered?
A coffee merchant named Mr. Ibrahim Warula.
I do not know him, Mr. Chandu.
The man who shot him escaped from the station in one of your trucks.
What? Escaped in one of my trucks?
And that one over there. Prince Alexei, we want that man.
You mean he is here now? Wait one little moment. Ali! Ali!
Yes, Buana.
Bring the boys. All of them.
Yes, Buana.
I will have them lined up here for you, Commissioner. You can point out the guilty one. If he is one of my boys, I will whip him myself.
He's mixed up in this wizard business, Prince Alexei.
Huh?
Heard about it?
The wizard? Who has not heard about him? In the bush, the natives talk of nothing else. You mean these boys know something about this wizard?
I'm pretty sure he does. You see, Prince Alexei, that wizard is only a front. That boy of yours may lead us directly to the people responsible for this agitation.
There they are. All of them. Which one is he, Mr. Chandu?
Which one, Bob? Look him over.
There. The third one. The third one from the left.
The third one from the left, Prince Alexei.
He's Gabo. He's Bat Boy. He's from Hodendo, a tribe in south. Gabo, come here. Gabo!
Well, that's he, all right. He's frightened. Look at his eyes roll.
Gabo, what you do at the railroad station this morning? What you do, eh?
He's been shot. Someone shot him.
Killed so he wouldn't speak. Prince Alexei, look, the window.
But there is no one up there. There is no one in the house except me. My secretary, she is downstairs.
That shot came from the second floor of your house.
What did I tell you? There is no one.
Where's this secretary of yours?
She's not her. Why, he was shot with a manlicker. She could not handle such a gun. She's small Hindu woman. Bihar! Bihar!
You called me, Buana.
Where have you been, Bihar?
I have been washing my hands, Buana.
Who come in? Who fired that gun? It's elephant rifle. It is lying on floor upstairs.
Gun? I do not know, Buana. I do not touch guns. I have been washing my hands.
Well, she certainly doesn't look big enough to lift a man like her. You're sure there was no one else in the house, Prince Alexei?
Nobody, Commissioner.
Well, it's obvious someone didn't want him to speak. Whatever it was the chap knew, we'll never learn it now.
That elephant gun practically blew his head off.
Well, Chandler, what next?
One moment, Commissioner. Prince Alexei,
Yes, Chandu.
you're a hunter, aren't you?
Ask the Commissioner, Chandu. For 20 years, I hunt the big game. Elephant, rhino, the wildebeest.
How about undertaking the biggest hunt of your career?
What's that?
A hunt to save Africa. That's what's at stake. Africa. With that chap dead, the only way we'll get to the bottom of this business is to find the wizard. Will you help us hunt him down?
Hunt for the wizard? The boys out there will tell you no white man can see him.
I've seen him. I'd know him anywhere. They say he's in the jungle south of Lake Victoria. If you'll guide us there, I'll find him.
Can you be ready to start at daybreak?
I'll be here at daybreak.
By Jove, I'll go along, too.
Good, Commissioner. What about you, Mr. Polly?
Aye.
What about you?
Oh, excuse me. I didn't hear what you were saying. I've been looking out at that poor beggar with his head nearly off. Do you see what's on his back?
What?
The bones. Those crossed bones. The mark of the wizard.
In a moment, we'll raise the curtain on the second act of Chandu the Magician. You listeners to Chandu will also enjoy the unusual adventures of Superman, which will be coming your way over most of these ABC stations just a little later this evening. Superman is known as Clark Kent, reporter, to his associates and friends, but when danger threatens, Clark Kent assumes the disguise of that fantastic man whose jet-propelled actions have thrilled millions. HBO star Bud Collyer has played the title role for 9.5 years. Superman's career began back in July 1937 when he first appeared as a comic strip character. Since then, his rise to fame has been phenomenal. In this ABC series, Superman has broadened the scope of his activities to stress mystery and crime detection. Each of you mystery and adventure fans will be thrilled when Superman senses danger and flies to the rescue. So for another exciting half-hour adventure packed with minute after minute of suspense, don't miss Superman tonight on most of these ABC stations. Now back to our story of intrigue and magic. Nairobi, in the heart of East Africa, with Chandu the Magician. From the compound of Prince Alexei the Hunter, the trucks roll, bound on a strange safari, the search for the Wizard of Kalahari.
Commissioner, we are all ready to start. Where is Chandu?
Right, Commissioner. Where is he?
You heard me phone him, Mr. Polly. I can't understand what's keeping him, Prince Alexei. I spoke to his nephew Bob at the hotel just before we left. He said they'd be along directly.
Nah. The boys will be saying he is afraid to go. Ali!
Yes, Bona.
Where is Bihar?
I do not know, Bona. I have not seen her since last night.
Never was a man more poorly served. You lock up the house, Ali. We cannot wait.
Yes, Bona.
Well, Commissioner, where is your Chandu?
I could telephone the hotel again.
The trucks are all gone. We must start.
He got cold feet, is my guess. Heard those native boys of the prince's talking.
No, what have they been saying, Mr. Polly?
Oh, I have heard them. They say the wizard is guarded by 1,000 Mangbatu warriors with shields of white cowskin. They love to frighten themselves. But they will be more frightened if Chandu does not appear.
Wait a minute, I believe I saw someone dodging in the gate. Is that you, Chandler?
It's the magician's nephew. But where's the magician himself?
Bob, where have you been?
Here we are, Commissioner. I hope we haven't kept you waiting.
Yes, but where's Chandler? Where's Chandu?
He's here, Commissioner.
Yes, but where? Where is he?
He's invisible, Commissioner.
Impossible.
Invisible? Great Scott, what kind of nonsense are you talking, boy?
This is going to be a great story to tell London, Mr. Commissioner.
Well, isn't the wizard supposed to be invisible?
Yes, but that's all a pack of nonsense.
Uncle Frank says you won't be able to see him until he faces the Wizard of Kalahari.
What?
You will not be able to see me until I face the Wizard of Kalahari.
Wait a minute. That was Chandu's voice.
Roll of a duck.
He's incredible.
Where is he?
In the truck. He's ready to start.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Commissioner, look at the boys.
By Jove, they're impressed.
Well, if Chandu is ready, let us be off. Ali, Farouk.
Voila!
What is it?
We no go in the truck, voila! We are feared! We are feared!
Bihar, you. I thought you were in Nairobi. Come in.
I was in Nairobi until midnight. I come by plane to Lake and then south by motor. These last 12 miles through jungle I walk.
There is trouble.
I had to see you, Olaf. The fat one from England is no good. He is afraid of the bold stroke.
What has happened?
They are coming to find the wizard.
Others have tried to find him, too. We know what to do.
It is Chandu, the magician.
Chandu? But he is the secret agent. You said you would stop him in Nairobi.
At the train. Gabo shot the wrong man.
Then Chandu is still alive.
I'm coming to find the wizard. The High Commissioner is with him, and Prince Alexei is leading the safari. He has 1,000 boys with him.
And I have 100 warriors who will do whatever wizard tell them, which means whatever I tell them.
They must not find him, Olaf. He has been too valuable. We have done enormous work. Soon not a wheel will turn in all East Africa. Where is the old man?
Across the road in his kraal. He sits there with his bones on those 2 old pistols. You want to see him? There he is, you hear?
What is that sound?
The bones. He shakes them in the bag and then throws them out on the ground. They make pattern, he say, can read. Come. Hello, old one. It is me. Someone has come to see you.
I know can smell musk is Hindu woman I know in Johannesburg.
Hello, wizard. What do your bones say?
Beak of ass, woggle, point to lion. You fly to see me.
That is so.
Bone of springbok, point to lion. Springbok run fast, woman.
What does that mean?
Maybe it's better you not know.
What else do you see in the bone?
I do not see. I am blind. I only feel. Bones point to lion. He going on journey back to hills.
Maybe we will have to hide you, wizard.
No, I travel far. I see Kral where I was born.
Not yet, wizard. We have need of you here in East Africa. Come, Olaf. We must decide what to do. Until I see you again, wizard.
For all time, woman from the East. Springbok, he run fast. Well, who behind me? I cannot see, yet I know someone behind me.
The Springbok runs fast, wizard.
Springbok, you are he who knows secret of past and future. Chandu.
Hello, William.
Chandu, what you do here? How you find me?
I looked in the crystal, William, the crystal that does not lie. And I saw my old friend, William Chalmugra of Johannesburg. I'm on the track of that Hindu woman, William. How did she get you mixed up in all this?
Oh, is woman I know in Johannesburg, boss.
Yes?
She give me much money to come north.
To frighten these poor, ignorant outlanders?
Yes, boss.
You must go home, William. This woman is only using you.
Bones point to lion, boss. He going on journey.
It is better so, William. Only first, you must help me.
Commissioner, where is that nephew of Chandu?
Why, what's wrong?
I have 2 telegrams for this Chandu. And who can see him?
I'll tell you, the old business is a washout. The chap didn't have the courage to face that wizard.
By George, whether Chandler's with us or not, we've got to find the wizard.
Chandu tells us to come to Victoria Nyanza. Now where we look?
Well, here comes the boy.
Bob, where have you been?
A native got hold of me, Commissioner. He said there was a message for me from Uncle Frank, from Chandu.
Likely story. He's back in Nairobi.
Oh, no, he's not. He knows where the wizard is. Uncle Frank sent me a message. We're to go to the Yuku River. Do you know where that is, Prince Alexei?
Do you, Prince?
I know. He's 30, 40 miles south. Water. The Yuku River.
The place Chandu appointed.
But where is he?
Yes, where is he?
He'll come, Mr. Polly.
Native drums.
And getting closer and closer.
Prince Alexei.
Yes, Commissioner.
What are those flashes of white you can see in the brush?
Flashes of white? Where?
Well, now, look. Mongbatu.
White cowskin shields. Mangbatu tribesmen.
The bodyguard of the wizard.
Great Scott, here they come. Guns, all of you.
Don't shoot. It's no use. There are too many out there.
This is a pretty kettle of fish.
I would not give you 2 shillings for our lives, Commissioner. These Mangbatus are like mad dogs.
Armed insurrection, that's what it is.
Back in Nairobi, we do not know what is happening. Short was me.
What is it?
Commissioner, the wizard. And look who is with him. Bihar, the Hindu woman.
The one who works for you? How did she get here?
Bihar!
It's no use, Prince Alexei. Might have been a great deal wiser if you two hadn't listened to that fella Chandu and stayed in Nairobi.
What are you talking about, Polly?
I mean, you walked into a trap.
A trap?
Do you think we was going to let you find the wizard and stop all our work?
What? You're one of them, too?
The real Mr. Polly, Member of Parliament, went head first out of a porthole in the Red Sea. Come along. They want you before the wizard. See that big bloke with the sword? Going to chop off your blooming heads, that's what. Come along. Get 'em forward there.
What fools we've been. The real blighters were under our hands all along.
White men, listen to me.
What are you doing here, Bihar?
The day when white men will rule over this continent is passing. Here the wizard is leader. And for looking upon him, your lives will be forfeit.
Look, the wizard.
By Jove. Precisely as we saw him in Chandu's crystals.
Chandu, do not mention his name to me.
Yes, where is your great magician, Chandu?
Chandu!
Chandu!
And facing the wizard as he promised.
People of the Mangbatu, listen to me. That man is leading you down false paths.
Wizard, shoot him. That is right, shoot him.
Shoot, wizard. Lift your old pistol and shoot. I will show you some real wizardry.
He doesn't fall.
Look, he caught the bullet in his teeth.
You can stop this bullet, Chandu.
Oh, no, you don't, Bihar.
Let me
You're much
go.
too handy with a gun.
Let me go.
They want you in Nairobi for murder.
Great Scott, Chandu. How did you do it?
I was certain Bihar had shot that native in Prince Alexi's compound. She looked familiar. I thought I'd seen her before, and the telegram Prince Alexei brought confirmed my suspicions. She's a professional agitator, Commissioner, who's been active for years here in Africa.
Oh, who was she working for?
I shall never tell, but I know. There are willful men in the world who want no peace. No peace anywhere.
Yes, but where did you come from?
I followed her here by plane.
But your voice in my compound.
Bob, my nephew, arranged that. A tiny phonograph.
But that bullet from the old muzzle-loading revolver the wizard fired. How did you catch it?
It's an old trick the French magician Robert Houdin once used to impress African natives. You see, the Wizard of Kalahari is actually William Chalmugra, a witch doctor from Johannesburg, whom I happen to know quite well. We arranged it all. There was nothing in his gun. I had merely to show the round ball between my teeth, and the natives thought I'd caught it.
But your sudden appearance in a cloud of smoke, how did you do that?
Well, now, wait, Commissioner. A magician must have some secrets.
In a moment, we'll bring you an important announcement and a glimpse of next week's story. Here's a reminder to you local businessmen. Just as you enjoy radio, so your neighbors and friends are regular listeners to programs of this ABC station. Why not use the radio program you're now hearing as a way to promote sales and goodwill for your business or product? You'll be surprised to know how reasonably and effectively you can sponsor Chandu the Magician in this your own locality. Just call on the manager of this ABC station. He'll be glad to give you all the details about Chandu the Magician. And here's a reminder for everyone. Tomorrow night, you may get the chance of a lifetime. Yes, John Reed King, M.C., might telephone you with an opportunity for prizes ranging from a diamond ring to a house of your own. The popular Chance of a Lifetime program gives both studio contestants and listeners at home a try at its fabulous prizes. So don't miss Chance of a Lifetime tomorrow night on most of these same ABC stations. And now, for next week's story. Next week, Chandu the Magician will be heard at a new time, so consult your local newspaper and listen for Terror in the Negev Desert. Chandu the Magician is based on the original radio drama created by Harry A. Earnshaw and is written by Frank Dom. Frank Chandler is played by Tom Collins. Musical effects are by Paul Taubman. This is a Cyril Armbruster production. We invite you to listen next week to mystery, romance, magic. Chandu the Magician. Jimmy Blaine speaking. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.